Welcome to a city where the past is not just remembered, it is alive. It breathes in the dust of ancient streets, whispers from the ramparts of monumental walls. This is Xi'an, a name that might not ring as loudly as Beijing or Shanghai. Yet beneath its bustling contemporary surface lies a story of immense power, ambition, artistry that shaped the very soul of China. For centuries, this was the center of the world, the cradle of dynasties, the starting point of journeys that connected empires, a place where emperors dreamed of immortality, and where those dreams were made real in clay and stone. Imagine standing in a capital for over 1,000 years. This ground has felt the footsteps of emperors, poets, merchants, monks from across the known world. Before Rome's zenith, a formidable king declared himself the first emperor and forged a nation. Long after Rome fell, Chang'an flourished as the largest and most cosmopolitan metropolis on Earth. The vibrant heart of the Silk Road, a beacon of culture and innovation whose influence radiated for thousands of miles. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a voyage into an ancient superpower. In the next 20 minutes, we will peel back the layers of time, from the silent subterranean armies of a long-dead emperor to the lively, fragrant alleys of the Muslim Quarter. We'll climb the magnificent city walls that have guarded secrets for centuries, and gaze upon pagodas that have watched dynasties rise and fall, a story of how a city became the epicenter of an empire and how its legacy echoes through the ages. Prepare to journey to the heart of ancient China, a city of ghosts, gods, enduring glory. Our journey is not just about seeing the sights, it's about understanding the immense scale of what was achieved here. Xi'an, a testament to human ambition and the eternal quest for legacy. Touch the textures of history, the cold, hard gaze of a terracotta warrior, the smooth, worn stones of a temple floor. We'll explore grand visions of rulers and the everyday lives of people who inhabited it. So sit back and let the story of Xi'an unfold. Power, discovery, timeless wonder. Why does Xi'an matter so much? Because to understand Xi'an is to understand the very foundation of China. This city was the stage for some of the most pivotal moments in history. It was here that a patchwork of warring states was violently unified into a single empire under the iron will of one man. This act of unification, brutal and brilliant, created the blueprint for the nation we know today as China. The name China itself is thought to derive from the name of his dynasty, the Qin. Our story begins with a promise to take you deep into the tomb of that first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. We will stand before his immortal, life-sized army, a legion of clay soldiers buried for 2 millennia, each with a unique face, forever guarding their master in the afterlife. Their accidental discovery by local farmers in 1974 is a tale of pure chance that unearthed one of the greatest archaeological finds of all time. It was a discovery that unlocked a chapter of history that had been sealed away from the world, revealing the sheer scale and obsessive detail of an emperor's quest for eternity. But the terracotta army is just the beginning. Xi'an's importance did not end with the fall of the Qin. Under subsequent dynasties like the Han and the glorious Tang, it blossomed into Chang'an, meaning perpetual peace. It became the eastern terminus of the Silk Road, a bustling, multicultural hub where ideas, technologies, and beliefs from as far away as Persia and the Byzantine Empire converged. We will trace the paths of camel caravans laden with silk spices and porcelain, and explore how this incredible exchange of goods and culture forever changed the city and the world. This video is your personal guide through this sprawling historical landscape. We will navigate the complexities of its past and the vibrancy of its present, offering you a front-row seat to its most iconic wonders. We'll provide insights and tips to help you imagine what it was like to live in this grand imperial capital and how you can best experience its magic today. From the silent gaze of its clay soldiers to the rhythmic beat of the drum tower, Xi'an is a city that demands to be explored. Let's begin our journey into its deep and fascinating history. Our story of Xi'an does not begin with emperors or armies. It begins much earlier, the hazy dawn of civilization on the fertile Wei River plains. Long before any dynasty, This land hosted some of China's earliest settled communities. Around 6,000 years ago, the Yangshao culture thrived here, leaving traces in the earth. The most famous settlement, Banpo, sits on the eastern outskirts of modern Xi'an. Here, early farmers cultivated millet. They raised pigs, they kept dogs, they crafted distinctive pottery, geometric painted patterns. They painted stylized fish motifs on pottery. Life in Banpo was communal and organized. Archaeologists found foundations of dozens of semi-subterranean houses. Reconstructions show thatched, semi-subterranean huts. The house layouts were circular, some were square. Each had a central hearth for warmth and cooking. Centuries passed, and the small, scattered settlements of the Wei River Valley gave way to more complex societies. The Bronze Age brought with it the Shang, and then the Zhou dynasties, who ruled from capitals near modern-day Xi'an. The Zhou king's authority eventually weakened, splintering the kingdom into rival territories. This began the Spring and Autumn period, and then the Warring States period. For over 500 years, these states were locked in a near-constant struggle for survival and supremacy. From this crucible of conflict, one state began to emerge as a dominant force, the state of Qin. Originally a minor fiefdom on the western frontier, the Qin were considered somewhat rustic and semi-barbaric by the more cultured states of the Central Plains. The turning point for the Qin came in the 4th century BCE with the reforms of a statesman named Shang Yang. He implemented a strict philosophy known as legalism, which completely reshaped Qin society. It replaced the old aristocratic system with a meritocracy, where promotion and rank were based on military achievement, particularly the number of enemy heads a soldier could collect in battle. This created an incredibly efficient and ruthless state-run machine, entirely geared towards agriculture to feed its armies and warfare to expand its territory. That leader arrived in 246 BCE when a young boy named Yingzheng ascended to the throne of Qin. He became king at the tender age of 13, but Yingzheng was no mere figurehead. As he grew into adulthood, he methodically consolidated his power. Yingzheng was a master of strategy, employing not just military force but also espionage, bribery, psychological warfare. The states of Han, Zhao, Wei, Chu, Yan, Qi, each with their own proud history and culture, were extinguished one by one. But the title of king was no longer sufficient for a ruler who had accomplished what no one before him ever had. He combined the ancient words for sovereign, Huang, and god-king, Di, to create a new term, Huangdi, or emperor, and he declared himself the first of his line, Qin Shi Huang, literally the first emperor of Qin. First, he standardized the writing system. He standardized the currency. He connected and expanded northern defensive walls, the First Great Wall. Hundreds of thousands of peasants and convicts were conscripted, laboring under brutal conditions. This unification came at a terrible human cost. He ordered the burning of the books. He ordered the burying of scholars. Scholars who hid texts or opposed him were executed, some allegedly buried alive. As he grew older, the first emperor became increasingly obsessed with one idea: cheating death. He sent expeditions far out to sea in search of legendary islands where immortals were said to dwell. The ancient historian Sima Qian described a tomb of unimaginable splendor, complete with rivers of flowing mercury. He therefore commanded the creation of a massive, life-sized army made from terracotta. They were not mass-produced from a single mold, with artisans painstakingly adding individual details to each figure, and placed in formation in vast underground pits, ready for a battle that would never come. The Qin dynasty, forged in fire and ambition, proved to be remarkably short-lived. Just a few years after Qin Shi Huang's death, the empire he thought would last 10,000 generations crumbled. Out of that chaos, a new leader emerged, Liu Bang, a commoner turned rebel general. To mark this new era, the Han established a capital northwest of modern Xi'an. They called it Chang'an, perpetual peace. Building Chang'an was a monumental, organized endeavor. Massive rammed earth walls enclosed the city. 12 grand city gates pierced those walls. The emperor, the son of heaven, lived in the Weiyang Palace. From there he mediated between the heavens, the earth, and humanity. To the north and west lay vast grasslands, home to nomadic tribes, most notably the Xiongnu. They frequently raided Han territory. In the 2nd century BCE, Emperor Wu sought a diplomatic solution. That envoy was Xi'an. In 138 BCE, he left Chang'an. His journey was dangerous. He was captured by the Xiongnu and held for 10 years. He never forgot his mission. He escaped and continued west. He brought revolutionary information on peoples, cultures, geography, and products. His reports opened Han eyes to a much larger world full of trade opportunity. Zhang Qian's journey blazed the trail for the Silk Road, the starting point of a transcontinental exchange that would forever change the world. In the 7th century CE, the empire was reunified under the Tang dynasty. This new Tang Chang'an was even grander, more than 6 times the size of contemporary Rome. The city was a masterpiece of urban planning, laid out as a perfect grid. Under the Tang, Chang'an became the most populous and cosmopolitan city on the planet, drawing people from every corner of Asia and beyond. The West Market was the center of international trade. The city was a true melting pot, a vibrant hub of international exchange. The imperial capital became a place where different faiths coexisted. The most significant imported faith was Buddhism. Chinese monks, most famously Xuanzang, undertook pilgrimages to India. This pagoda was built to house these texts. Traces of Nestorian Christianity were found. In 781, the Nestorian stele was erected. Arab and Persian envoys and merchants arrived after the rise of Islam. The Great Mosque of Xi'an has its earliest foundations in this period. The turning point came in 755 CE, the Anlushan Rebellion. The rebels captured Chang'an, forcing the emperor to flee in humiliation. The rebellion shattered the confidence and openness. A period of xenophobia set in. The Silk Road, which had been the lifeblood of Chang'an, fell into decline, shifting the economic center eastward and southward. The final end came in 904 CE. The greatest city in the world was systematically destroyed, left as a field of ruins. The glorious era of Chang'an as the imperial capital was over. As we step into the modern era, one colossal structure physically connects us to that history. This is the city wall. This wall stands as one of the oldest, largest, and best preserved ancient military defense systems in the world. It stands 12 meters high. One of the best ways to experience its sheer scale is to rent a bicycle and ride its entire length, offering a unique perspective. As dusk settles over Xi'an, the wall transforms. Hundreds of traditional red lanterns are lit, casting a warm, magical glow along its entire length. Our tip for visitors is to experience the wall at this golden hour. It's a moment of pure magic, where the ancient and the modern merge. At the geographical heart of the Ming Dynasty city, 2 iconic structures stand as Xi'an's timekeepers. The Bell Tower. Bell Tower, triple-eaved wooden structure, built in 1384. A stunning example of traditional Chinese architecture. A short walk to the northwest brings you to its sibling, the Drum Tower. Once housed a colossal drum that was beaten at sunset. Today, the Drum Tower houses a fascinating museum of drums, with a large new drum beaten for tourist performances. The 2 towers, illuminated against the twilight sky, create an unforgettable scene. A powerful reminder of a time when their resonant voices were the undisputed pulse of Xi'an. Just behind the Drum Tower lies a part of Xi'an that feels like a world away. This is the Muslim Quarter, or Huiminji. The main street is an overwhelming, joyous assault on the senses. The air is thick with the spicy aroma of cumin and chili. You must try the rujiamo, often called the Chinese hamburger. Another essential dish is yangru paomo, a hearty lamb stew served with torn-up pieces of unleavened bread that you break into the bowl yourself. Beyond the main thoroughfare, you might stumble upon the Great Mosque of Xi'an. It is a tranquil oasis of faith and history, hidden in plain sight. South of the city walls, 2 towering structures stand as testaments to the golden age of Buddhism in China. These are the giant Wild Goose Pagoda and the small Wild Goose Pagoda. It was originally built in 652 CE at the request of the legendary monk Xuanzang to house the over 600 Buddhist scriptures he brought back. Visitors can climb the steep, narrow staircases and enjoy a rewarding view over Xi'an. A short distance away is the small Wild Goose Pagoda. Its top was damaged in a 16th century earthquake. That flaw adds to its charm and sense of history. The public square hosts one of Asia's largest musical fountain shows. a spectacular display of water, light, and sound. A festive end to a day exploring faith. To truly grasp the immense historical depth of Xi'an, a visit to the Shanxi History Museum is absolutely essential. A walk through its halls is a walk through millennia of Chinese civilization, from Neolithic pottery to imposing ritual vessels, to actual weapons, to intricate jade burial suits. The Tang dynasty is represented by magnificent tri-colored glazed pottery camels, figurines of foreign merchants, musicians, and court ladies. The highlight for many is the special exhibition of murals unearthed from Tang dynasty tombs. These murals have been miraculously preserved for over 1,000 years. Tip: book your tickets well in advance online. Consider hiring an audio guide. Allow at least half a day for your visit. From the silent, watchful gaze of the terracotta army to the vibrant, fragrant alleys of the Muslim Quarter, our journey through Xi'an has been a voyage across millennia. Xi'an is more than just a city with a remarkable past. It is a place where that past is woven into the very fabric of the present. The story of Xi'an is the story of China itself. It is a narrative of unification and division, of immense power and profound spirituality. To visit Xi'an is to understand the foundations upon which modern China was built, in a deeply personal and unforgettable way. We hope this journey has inspired you to explore this incredible city for yourself, to cycle its ancient walls, to taste its unique flavors, and to stand in awe before its timeless wonders. Thank you for joining us on this tour of one of the world's great historical capitals. If you enjoyed this journey through time, please give this video a thumbs up. We'd love to hear about your own experiences or questions about Xi'an in the comments below. And for more adventures into the heart of history, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Until next time, keep exploring.